Hey everyone and welcome to today's Explainer. We're going to dive right in today because honestly, we are standing on the edge of a massive, game-changing technological leap. We're all pretty used to AI that talks, right? You ask a question, it gives you an answer. But what happens when we move from AI that just talks to AI that actually acts? Today, we are exploring Agentic AI and this massive paradigm shift from answering to doing.
Section 1. The paradigm shift. From answering to doing. So, let's say you want to go on a trip. Traditionally, you type something like, plan a 5-day vacation to Tokyo into ChatGPT or Gemini. And sure, it gives you a fantastic, super detailed itinerary. But guess what? It essentially just gave you a bunch of homework. You still have to go book the flight, reserve the hotel, and manually block out your calendar. The real game changer with Agentic AI is autonomy. Give it the exact same prompt, and the AI agent actually does the work for you. It goes out and books the flights, reserves the room, and blocks your calendar.
Section 2. What is Agentic AI? Defining the future.
To get us all on the same page, here is our baseline definition. Agentic AI is artificial intelligence that can autonomously plan, reason, and take multi-step actions to achieve a goal, with minimal human oversight. And I really want to emphasize that last part, minimal human oversight. You aren't sitting there holding its hand through every single click.
There are really three core characteristics that make these agents tick. First up is autonomy. It operates without needing your constant step-by-step input. Second is tool integration. It doesn't just sit trapped inside a chat window, it actively reaches out and uses external software, APIs, and databases. And third, adaptability. It learns from feedback and changing conditions to actually adjust its strategy on the fly.
Section 3. Under the hood. The continuous loop.
To pull off a complex goal without you, the agent, functions a lot like a highly efficient digital employee working in a continuous loop. It starts by perceiving the goal and breaking it down into manageable little parts. Then it plans a step-by-step strategy, even prepping a plan B if things go sideways. Next, it executes, browsing the web, using tools, doing the thing. But here is the absolute most incredible part. It reflects. It evaluates its own work. It asks itself, did that email actually send? Do these numbers match up? And if it finds an error, it fixes it before moving on.
Compare that to traditional workflow automation, and man, the differences are night and day. Traditional workflows are super linear and limited. If a regular automation hits an unknown error, the whole thing just freezes and waits for you. But Agentic AI is adaptive and versatile. If it hits a wall, it figures out a workaround. It might even go read the documentation to learn a brand new tool entirely on its own.
Section 4. Impact in action. Real-world industry examples.
Let's move from theory to reality and look at corporate finance, specifically accounts payable. The old way of doing this was pretty painful. A clerk opens a PDF invoice, manually types that data into the system, checks the logs, and emails the vendor if something is off. Just tedious stuff. But the Agentic AI way? It manages that entire queue autonomously. It extracts the data, cross-references logs, resolves discrepancies directly with the vendor, applies approval policies, and queues the payment. It's totally end-to-end.
And the real-world impact here? It's honestly staggering. Enterprise deployments are already showing that invoice processing costs are dropping by up to 76%. Plus, those messy, complicated exceptions that used to take days to sort out, they're being handled in hours.
We're seeing a very similar revolution happening over in human resources too. Think about employee onboarding. Historically, an offer letter triggers this giant manual avalanche of checklists, IT tickets, facility requests. It's just endless paper chasing. Well, Agentic AI replaces all of that with an autonomous coordinator. Literally, the moment the offer is signed, the agent just takes over.
And the beauty of it is how seamlessly it works across different departments. That HR agent can immediately trigger an IT agent, which then automatically provisions the new hire's laptop, sets up all their software permissions, and delivers access exactly when it's needed, all without a human ever having to submit a request ticket.
Because of this, global enterprises are reporting that their onboarding timelines are getting slashed by up to 75%. And this is absolutely vital because it finally frees up human HR teams to focus on actual company culture and strategic hiring rather than just running around tracking down lost forms.
Section 5. The catch and the future. Guardrails in 2026.
So because Agentic AI frees us from all those repetitive tasks, our core relationship to our jobs is fundamentally changing. We are shifting from doing the work ourselves to supervising the work. Instead of constantly toggling between 50 different applications all day, humans are going to set the rules, design the goals, and step in to review those high-stakes exceptions.
But listen, an AI that can do things entirely on its own can also break things much, much faster if we aren't incredibly careful. Developers have to implement strict guardrails. They absolutely must carefully define permissions so an agent doesn't accidentally email the wrong client, make some unauthorized purchase, or worse, delete an entire internal database. In fields like medicine or finance, these safeguards are entirely non-negotiable.
Now, this isn't some distant sci-fi future we're talking about here. Software giants are racing right now to make these capabilities standard. Tech analysts actually estimate that task-specific agents will be standard features across major business applications by the end of 2026. We are literally leaving the era of static menus and entering an era where you just tell the application what you want, and it just executes it.
It's a profound shift in our digital lives, moving from AI that answers to AI that does. Which brings me to a final question I want to leave you with at the end of this explainer. As AI transitions into an autonomous worker, do you welcome it? Do you fear it? Or are you somewhere in between? Take some time to really ponder that. Thank you so much for joining me today as we unpacked the fascinating world of Agentic AI.